So next question is, does having cystic fibrosis make it hard to make friends? I'm lucky that I've kept quite a lot of my friends from high school, and I have quite a small group. So I wouldn't say it's affected that much, but I just know that when I do meet somebody and I think they're going to be in my life for a while at least, I'd let them know that I've got CF. Not through sympathy or anything like that, just so they know, because I'd rather tell them straight, and it's like, if you want to stay, you stay, if you don't, you don't. I'm not bothered, but I'd rather tell them and then either get accepted or not. Oh well. But I'd rather tell them and then they know. So yeah, I do let people know that I've got CF when I first meet them, or if I know that they're going to be in my life for a while at least. So yeah, I let them know. But the friendships I've got are really strong. Okay, so the next question is, would you share any of your workouts that help your lung function? Okay, so I do tend to do a lot of cardio, and I do like the Stairmaster, which does really work my lungs, especially changing intensity, and it really helps, and that's something I enjoy doing. And yeah, I wouldn't mind sharing if that was something you were up to seeing. But I wasn't sure whether it was something anyone would want to see, as my Instagram isn't really fitness related as such, but I wouldn't mind posting the odd fitness video if it was CF related, because that is what my page is for, is to help people with CF, give them somewhere to go, to find advice that they want, or just share experiences with, and hopefully I can help people in any way they want to be helped. So if posting my workout to help with my lung function would be useful to some of you, then I would do it tomorrow. So yeah, and I've recently changed back to my old gym, fresh start. I didn't feel as comfortable at my other one, and this one offers a lot more classes, and as my lung function's getting a lot better, I enjoy classes, and I'm able to do a lot more. Like, it's just more comfortable, and yeah, it's really good. So yeah, I'd definitely share some workouts if that was something you were looking for. Okay, next question is, how do you get into a routine to remember your medication? Recently I bought this planner for 2020, and amazingly in the back of it, of each month, there is like a grid, and you can add different things on the side and then shade in the days that you do them or don't do them. And this can be used for literally anything, it doesn't have to be medication, but for someone with CF, with a CF mind on, I can use this for medication, perfect. So I have every medication down the side, and every eye neb, every inhaler, and now I've added Symkevi to it. So, and I shade in the days that I remember it, and if I've done it, then I'll shade it in. And doing this, I know I'm not the greatest with my medication compared to a lot of people, and over the last 2 months, since Trikafta has been accepted in America, and since Symkevi and Kalydeco and Orkambi have been accepted over here, it's made me really appreciate the NHS a lot more than I did. And it's awful that I didn't appreciate them as much as I did, but I get so much from the NHS that I don't realise, and they provide for everybody so well that I'm getting this medication, and if I forget to take it, then that is just, I feel awful, like, not one, for my health, but two, that, like, the NHS are funding this medication and I'm not even taking it, and that's what really brought it, like, to me, and that, like, medication is important. And I know it was just the case of forgetting, and also in my head of always, why me, but no matter how many times I say to myself, why me, it's not going to change, so get on with it, is what I have to tell myself. So having this tick sheet is really helping me. It's helping me realise when I'm not taking it, and whether it was actually a valid reason to why I haven't taken it. Whether it was I fell asleep really early and I wasn't feeling great, that's why I haven't had my evening meds or anything. Or was it actually just I couldn't be bothered? And that's when it really hits me, and I'm like, Joe, you need to do them. Like, it really does get to me. But yeah, like so, and from my favourite film of all time, 5 Feet Apart, you're doing your treatments so that you can live. You're not living for your treatments. You're doing them so you can live. And we all want to live. CF has taken a lot from us, but they're not taking our lives. We are going to live our lives with CF, and we're going to fight against CF. I also had the question of how come I don't post all the time? And I did go through a phase of not posting for quite a while, and it was genuinely just, I was so busy with other things on my mind that I just forgot. And I also don't want to just post for the sake of it. Like, I only want to post if it's necessary and whether it's going to be beneficial to anybody. And even if it's only beneficial to one person, I will post it. But sometimes I feel like if I post something that is not beneficial to anybody, it was worthless. Like, there was no point in posting it. And so, yes, I'm not posting as often as I probably should, as the whole point of my page is to help people and give advice and share my experiences. But if my advice isn't going to help anybody, then I don't see the point in posting it. So I am quite careful with what I post, as I don't want to just post something for the sake of it. So if anybody has any questions that I genuinely can answer truthfully and I can actually relate to, then I genuinely will post about it. But like I said, I don't want to just be posting things that are irrelevant and that aren't worth being on my page. So okay, so another few questions that kind of merge together is, how are you so open with your CF, and how do you stay strong with your CF? I think I'm quite strong with my CF, and I'm quite open about it because when I was younger my dad passed away and I kind of had to get over that quite quickly. So it was sort of drilled into me that life goes on and things happen and you've got to get over them. So, and obviously I do miss him a lot, and it's his birthday next week, so I'm going to his grave and everything, but I'm going to tell him about Sim Kevy. But yeah, it's kind of a strange one, really. Just like, I am open with my CF, mainly because I feel no one should be ashamed to have it. It is a condition. Like, this goes with anything, with cancer, CF, like diabetes, literally you name it, like any chronic illness. You should not be ashamed to have it, because I believe, like, you've got that condition and you can choose what to do with it, whether you fight strong and prove a point to yourself, nobody else, to yourself, or you just let it beat you, and nobody is weak enough to let it beat them. And okay, next question, a more positive one. What are your goals? And I have quite a few goals, and one of my main goals for CF related is I would love and I want my lung function up. For God's sake, I want it up. The amount of times I've gone to clinic since coming out of hospital and expecting it to be high because of the amount that I'm able to do, and it not being as high as I wanted, is disappointing. And I just want my lung function test to show. I want the numbers to show my actual ability, and it's so frustrating that it doesn't. And I want to be back in that 60s so badly, if not higher, but I want to get to my milestone of 60, and I want to target myself, not by this clinic, by next clinic. It is a big ask, and I'm going to fight for it, and even if I don't reach it, at least I know I've fought for it and I've tried. Another goal of mine is to pass my A-levels, and then I want to go to uni. I really do, not just for the course, but for the experience of university. Like, I think it's an amazing opportunity, and I honestly want to live the student life. I want to try it, and I honestly look forward to it with my CF, because I feel like I honestly, if this is something you'd look forward to, if I get into uni, that I document CF at university or whatever, and just see how I fit everything around lectures and everything. Like, I'm just excited for it, to see how it is. Like, I hope that university is for me, because I really want it to be. Like, this goes for people who don't want to go to uni, this goes for anybody. But if you genuinely see it in your mind, like, you have to make it your reality. Like, you have to go and do it. Like, if you want it, go and do it. I don't care what anyone says. Like, there's some people who have frowned at me, like, why do you want to do that? Like, what on earth is that? Like, Why would you even think of that? But honestly, don't care what people think. You shouldn't care what people think, because it's your life. You live it how the hell you want, and if people want to be there and support you, let them. How do you deal with haters and people who judge you? Okay, I personally haven't had many haters. There's been the odd one that has commented things like, how are you so confident, and why do you even do this, like asking why I've done this channel and whatever. But like, I don't really experience that much hate, and I'm so grateful for it. But I know there probably is people out there who hate, but who cares? Like, it's what you want to do with it. The only reason that they're not supporting you is because they're just jealous of your ambitions and your mindset of being ready to go out there and get what you want to get. And honestly, you don't want to be a hater. Honestly, it's just it's not a good vibe, trust me. Like, it's not. Like, just don't hate on people. Like, I don't get why you'd want to bring somebody down just to feel good about yourself. Feel good about yourself by doing something that you like and you want to do, and achieve something. But don't bring other people down whilst doing it, because that is just disrespectful, and it's just not worth anybody's time at all. I'd say, like, although I haven't really experienced hate but that much at all, for anybody who is experiencing hate, I am sorry for you. I do not want you to experience hate, and you shouldn't. And whoever it is that is feeling hate right now or experiencing it, honestly, feel free to message me, and I will try and help you as much as I can to not feel hated, because you shouldn't feel hated in any way at all. And just, I would like you to remind yourself, I just want you to remind yourself that you are you. They don't know you. They don't like know anything about you or what you've been through or what you've had to deal with. Like, see, I feel like it or not, people go through things, they deal with things, and a lot of people don't realise what a lot of people go through, and it's just not right to hate people, like, or hate on people's ideas or successes or ambitions, because they're not yours, they're not your ambitions. So leave people to be ambitious about whatever they want to be. And like, if you are a hater, I'd stop now. Just don't hate on people. It is literally not worth anyone's time, and you're just wasting your life being a hater. Like, literally live doing something else that's more productive and better for you than hating, because that's just worth nobody's time at all. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know, I am at college, and I had a few questions about how do you deal with missing college and your attendance and missing so much content. Well, when I was back in hospital in September, I did miss a month of college, and being the type of person I was, yeah, I did try and catch up in the hospital, which is a bit nerdy, but, you know, I care about wanting to do well, so no matter what my situation was, I still tried to put the effort in to learn the content, as I had mocks straight after my exam, after coming out of hospital, so it was important to me to revise when I could in the hospital. But yeah, it has affected my attendance quite a bit. My attendance is really low, and but for anyone who has low attendance and is worried about how they're going to do in college or school or uni or anything, personally, I don't think it is down to your attendance as much. Yes, it is great to be there, and the lessons are more effective than doing it on your own, but if you're dedicated to your studies, then you will make the time to go and catch up, and you will feel like exhausted from having to catch up, and it's not your fault that you haven't been able to be there through hospital admissions. But, you know, if you care about your studies, you will make the time and effort to catch up on them.